Coming up tonight, an SIA pilot has Covid-19 after initially testing negative when he returned to Singapore. Contact tracing is ongoing to identify the passengers of a part-time Grab driver who's also an SIA steward after he tested positive for the virus. And if you think you can dance, you haven't met these guys yet. Yup, they are robots with some serious moves. This is the Straits Times Newsnight. I'm Dylan Ang and thanks for joining us. A Singapore Airlines pilot who initially tested negative for Covid-19 upon returning to Singapore was today confirmed as an imported case. In a preliminary update, the Ministry of Health said the pilot had later developed symptoms after flying back. Further details will be released this evening. The SIA pilot is one of the 26 new imported coronavirus infections announced today. Now, in a separate case, it has also emerged that a Singapore Airlines steward who tested positive for the virus on December 27th had worked part-time as a Grab driver from the 17th to 24th after he had flown back from the US. The Ministry of Health told the Straits Times that contact tracing is ongoing to identify his passengers. Grab said yesterday that the man had been temporarily suspended as a safety precaution. The SIA pilot mentioned earlier is one of the 26 imported Covid-19 cases reported today. The remaining 25 were placed on stay-home notices or isolated on arrival here. Among the imported cases, 7 are Singaporeans or permanent residents and 6 are foreign domestic workers. There was also 1 new infection in the community. With the spread of Covid-19 showing no signs of slowing around the world, Singapore began its national vaccination exercise today. This morning, more than 30 healthcare workers at the National Centre for Infectious Diseases received the first of 2 doses of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. Among the first recipients were 2 senior staff nurses and a senior consultant, who are all on the front lines of the pandemic. After receiving the injection, the healthcare workers were told to rest for 30 minutes in an observation room. Those who got their shot on Wednesday will return for the second dose on January 20th.
I'm very thankful that I'm being vaccinated first. I hope to encourage others to get vaccinated to protect themselves against COVID. Yeah, being the first one, I feel very grateful.
I got small children at home, so it gives me assurance that I can come home safely after nursing those COVID positive patients and to play with my kids without feeling any fear that I will pass something to them.
I'm already feeling a bit better. I'm feeling more protected because infection prevention and control is layering the prevention and protection. So with our mask, hand hygiene, physical distancing and all, this vaccine is probably the last layer of protection for each one of us. So in that sense, I do feel more confident now and I feel better and I can perform my duty with feeling a lot safer, I would think.
After healthcare workers, the elderly aged 70 and older will be next in line to receive the vaccine from next February. In non-coronavirus news, a former Singtel employee has been sentenced to 3 months and 3 weeks jail, together with a fine, after sharing personal details of 6 Singtel customers with a loan shark. 40-year-old Filipino Pleo Sherwin Cubos pleaded guilty to 1 count each of assisting a loan shark and an unrelated criminal breach of trust charge. He had been unable to repay his debts and had unlawfully screened the records of 27 customers on Singtel's internal data system between February and April this year, as the loan shark said he would stop harassing him if he retrieved the details. Yet another twist has emerged in the saga involving the 2 cousins linked to the Bellegraph Nova Group's bid to buy football club Newcastle United in August. Terence Low has made a police report against his cousin Nelson Low, alleging that a total of $5.25 million was transferred to his personal accounts from Giron Private Limited, a wine trading and distribution company. Police confirmed that investigations are ongoing. And Dixon Yeo, the Singaporean who was jailed in the US for spying for China, has been arrested by the Internal Security Department on his return to Singapore today. ISD said it will interview the 39-year-old to establish if he had engaged in activities prejudicial to Singapore's security. No further details were provided as investigations are still ongoing. If you need a reminder, the minimum legal age for the purchase, use, possession, sale and supply of tobacco products will be raised to 21 on January 1st from the current 20 years. This is the third and last change to the minimum age requirement, first passed in Parliament in 2017. The Health Ministry said the move is part of Singapore's ongoing efforts to reduce smoking prevalence here. Let's take a look at what's been trending on social media and sparking conversations today. Singaporeans love their mala, so it's no surprise McDonald's Singapore is introducing something special to its menu tomorrow. Wrap up 2020 and usher in the new year with Mala McShaker fries, the fast food chain's latest take on their classic French fries. You can of course expect the taste of Sichuan peppercorns and other spices. The mala fries are available a la carte from $3.50. Are you excited? Let us know in the comments below. Also trending, a 34-year-old male driver has been arrested for drink driving after he crashed into a shop along Serangoon Road, injuring a pedestrian in the process. Video footage shows the black BMW hitting two pedestrians, with one man managing to quickly move aside and the other knocking into a pole before falling to the ground. Police investigations are ongoing. And before we go, we've seen robots move, jump and perform tasks. But what about dance? Have a look. American robotics firm Boston Dynamics' new video shows its entire lineup of robots dance to the contours' 1962 hit Do You Love Me? The humanoid Atlas, the dog-shaped Spot and the box juggling handle all come together to show off their moves and can be seen running, shuffling and twirling seamlessly. Seriously, what can these robots not do? And that wraps up the Straits Times Newsnight for 2020. Do visit straitstimes.com to see more news and videos. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting the button below. Newsnight returns in the new year. I'll see you then.